Hi y'all, welcome back to another Clean with me. Today we are doing a whole house reset and I'm also going to show you guys a grocery haul that I did. I don't normally show you guys this, but I have recently been in a recipe rut and I feel like the ideas that I came up with for this grocery haul were so good and just like good at breaking you out of that rut. So if you're also in a recipe rut, this grocery haul and dinner ideas might be the one for you. So let's just get right into it. Got some chicken breast, and my major plan with this was to take 2 of the chicken breast and boil them and shred them, mix them with some mixed vegetables, kind of making like a semi-homemade chicken pot pie. I saw this idea on TikTok and it looked so good. So you just shred the chicken, add some mixed vegetable, and then I did not mean to get these huge cans of chicken soup, cream of chicken. I meant to get, this size. So a regular size can of cream of chicken and then half a can of cream of celery. Mix that all together, put it in a pie crust, one on the bottom, one on the top. That's why I got the 2 crust, and you have an easy chicken pot pie. And I'll also have 4 chicken breasts left over to go in the freezer for future meals. And I am a double buyer, especially obviously of anything that can go in the pantry or the freezer. If I'm gonna get one, I'll at least get 2. For the cream of soups, I like to have a lot of these because it just makes it so easy to throw together meals. If you only have a protein, a mixed veg, and a cream of soup, you can make a pot pie, you can make a pasta bake, you can make so many easy things, and it's just right out of the freezer or the pantry. It makes your life so much easier, next week when I don't want to think about meal planning. So that is 2 of those chicken breasts. These will go in the freezer for the future. This is another thing, like I just said, I will mix a cream of chicken and half a can of cream of celery or cream of mushroom with a little bit of chicken stock to make a gravy consistency. Roast these in the oven in that gravy with some mixed vegetable or bell peppers or onion, potatoes, any vegetable that I have sitting around that needs to get used, or if I don't have anything in the fridge, I'll use something out of the freezer. Roast that in that gravy, serve it on top of rice. So delicious. It is a hit with the kids as well. So good. And that is at least 2 dinners for this amount of chicken drumsticks. I got 3 pounds of ground beef. I have a ton of cans of beans in the pantry already, so I'm going to use 2 pounds of this to make chili. And that's why I also got this. I put this in my chili recipe, and then the other pound will go into the fridge, or the freezer, for anything in the future. I could make Salisbury steaks, sloppy joes, tacos, anything like that with the other pound. Good to go. I also got some pork. So I got some thin chops. I'm gonna pound these out even flatter and bread them and fry them to make some pork cutlets. I got the Hawaiian hamburger buns for that. I love to make these little pork cutlet sandwiches with iceberg lettuce, a little bit of mayo, red onion, and some fried pork chops. So good. And like I said, I could also freeze these, make sloppy joes, make hamburgers with that other pound of ground beef. So I personally really prefer the Hawaiian hamburger buns. I just love that extra sweetness. Love that. And then I also got a pork butt roast, which is what I'm going to use today. I am going to make carnitas, so this is going to go into the slow cooker. I got a bag of oranges. 1 or 2 of these oranges I'm going to juice for that, and the rest will be snacks for the kids. And then I get this crumbling Mexican cheese. I'll also put some red onion and cilantro on those tacos, maybe a little bit of lettuce if we feel like it. And then I also got a mango. Whenever I make pork tacos especially, but really any kind of not beef taco, like a shrimp taco, a fish taco, I love to make a sweet corn salsa. So I, of course, got some corn. I will chop up this mango. I'll put lemon juice, salt, pepper, and some of that cilantro, and it makes this really good sweet corn salsa that is so good on the side of any taco that isn't beef, in my opinion. If you saw my freezer prep video that I just recently did, you will have seen that I freezer prepped some spaghetti sauce. So I got some spaghetti noodles. I like to get the protein ones just because I love to get extra protein in my kids no matter what. So you don't have to get that if you don't want to. Get whatever noodle you prefer. And then I also got some farfalle. This could go into the hamburger helper that I have in the freezer, or I can use some of that leftover corn and mango salsa and make it into a pasta salad if I really wanted to. If I wanted to get creative, I could do that. Easy lunch for me and my husband, and I bet my kids would even like that as well. I was just low on rice. I don't really have a plan for this, but it's always obviously good to have rice around. I also like to keep these type of Betty Crocker boxed muffin mixes in my pantry. I will make muffins and banana bread and stuff on my own, but trying to do something quickly in the morning, I love having these boxes available just to make my life a little bit easier. Cookie Crisp was my husband's request, and also my kids love to snack on these, so that is good for me. Of course, I had to get some bacon. This is our first grocery shop after being back from vacation, so we're just out of random stuff that we normally get at Sam's once a month. But we have absolutely no bacon, so I grabbed some, just a little bit to hold us over until we can go to Sam's. My kids are absolutely fruit obsessed, so I got bananas, strawberries, blueberries, oranges, and I even got frozen blueberries just because, you know, it'll obviously last longer in the freezer. And of course, I got some sharp cheddar as well. That was mainly for the hamburger helper, like to top it with some cheese, but it's also always just good to have some cheese laying around. Carnitas are one of those recipes that seem really complicated and intimidating, but it's actually relatively easy. It's just salt, pepper, oregano, cumin, some jalapeno. Fresh is better, but all I had is pickled, half an onion, garlic, and some orange juice, and then low and slow for as long as possible. The meat should just be falling off the bone. And then this is that corn salsa. I like to kind of put this together when I first put the Crockpot on and let this marinate in the fridge. It is so, so good, you guys. I am obsessed. We had these on flour tortillas with the carnitas, corn salsa, avocado, and that crumbling cheese. And this is always a huge hit, and you can freeze all of the carnitas leftovers. They reheat and unfreeze really well. So perfect for a later dinner over rice or more tacos or anything. So let's hop into the cleaning now. I got to get this kitchen cleaned up. I have a ton of dishes to take care of. So I'm first starting by loading down the dishwasher, absolutely as full as it can possibly go with the dishes. And then we are going to be hand washing a couple of things that require that and scrubbing out this sink. There were a lot of smells happening. I know you can't smell through the screen, but just trust me. I have been going through lots of snacks and food and meal prepping, and there's a lot going on in the sink right now. So it needs a very good scrub out once these dishes are taken care of. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Lauren. I am a stay-at-home wife and mother of two, and we also have 2 dogs. We live here in Wyoming. We're not originally from here, but we've lived here for about 2 years now, and we just absolutely love it. This channel is all about cooking and cleaning, motivation for stay-at-home mom, stuff like that. And also whenever we get up to something that I think you guys might like to do with your kids, like when we went to the dinosaur thing. What was that? Like a dinosaur theme park or something that was in South Dakota. Whenever we do stuff like that, I also try to vlog it for you guys, or when I just have random kids crafts that I want to try, I'll vlog it for you guys and just try to inspire you as much as humanly possible. But I also like to keep it really real over here. So if you decide to subscribe and stick around, you will see real life messes, real life story times about crazy things that happen when you are taking care of your kids and all of the stress that comes with being a mom and a stay-at-home mom. So if you decide to subscribe, thank you. Thanks for clicking on my video, and to everybody who has watched me consistently over the last year or so, less than a year that I've been doing this. Thank you guys so much. It means the absolute world to me that you guys support me. So now we are done with all of those dishes and we are scrubbing out the sink with the classic Dawn Power Wash. I love this stuff. This is the lemon scented one, and I am so sorry to say this, you guys, but I am kind of ready for the fall stuff. As soon as school starts, to me, it's fall. I know it's technically still summer, but it just feels like fall automatically when school starts. And I'm seeing all of my nieces and nephews start school, and I just want to break out the pumpkins and the autumn scents. And I just feel like all of a sudden overnight, I'm over all my lemon scented stuff and I'm ready to just smell some leaves and decorate with all my fall stuff. Does anybody else feel that way as soon as school starts? I cannot be alone in that. After I scrub out the sink, I rinse it really well with hot water, and I run the garbage disposal to make sure there is nothing left down in there. And then I like to spray down the entire sink inside and out with half water, half vinegar. And then I just wipe down the outside to shine it up and make sure that there's no soap splatter or anything going on. And then the last thing that I need to do is wipe down the counters in here. I'm using the Lemon Verbena Miss Myers multi-surface cleaning spray. And I'm just going to give everything a nice healthy wipe down. Luckily, this is a Crockpot meal today, so no scrubbing down of the stovetop is necessary. I'm just going to wipe everything down over here and give the floor a good vacuum. I was going to mop, but as soon as I was done vacuuming, I realized that I didn't have any clean mop heads, and I didn't even have any clean ones for my O-Cedar Quick Mop. I had nothing, so all we're going to do today is vacuuming, but hey, that's real life. Sometimes that's all you can do. It is what it is. So we're going to give a nice healthy vacuum over here and then move on to the living room that also needed quite the reset today. Now we are moving on to the living room, and as you guys can see, a basket of toys has snuck its way in here. If you are new, you might not know this, but I have a strict toys in the playroom only policy because it just drives me nuts when I'm trying to clean up and a room could otherwise be cleaned really fast, especially when I'm on a crunch time clean with me situation, a like speed clean situation, and I have to stop what I'm doing and lose momentum to pick up 1,000 toys. So this is the basket of toys that we took on our vacation, and it just snuck its way into the living room as we were unpacking everything from the car. My kids also got their first Squishmallows while we were on this vacation, and I've been told a few times that that is like the beginning of the end, and now all they're going to want is Squishmallows, and I believe you because they're already asking for more, so that's really fun. But anyway, so yes, I am grabbing this basket and putting all the toys in it, and that is going back to the playroom where it belongs because I don't want to have to clean up toys every single time I'm in my living room, and especially I hate when the toys get stuck under the couch, under the TV stand, and then the kids get upset because they can't reach them. It's a whole thing. It's a whole debacle. So that is the one kind of strict rule that I have in my house when it comes to my kids: toys only in the playroom. It also just saves me so much time because otherwise, as you can see, my house is pretty minimal, and it just saves me so much time when I don't have to pick up toys, because otherwise all I have to do is come in here, wipe things down, vacuum, and I'm good to go. The toys take the most time, if that makes sense. So if you find yourself, especially as like a parent or a stay-at-home mom, if there's something that you want to change, I highly recommend that. If you feel like your whole house just has toys scattered everywhere and it really stresses you out and it makes it look so much more cluttered than it actually is, you might need to go through your toys and get rid of some. But before you do that, I would say just try to make it a one room policy. In our last house, it was definitely not as big as this one, and we did not have a separate playroom. So I had a toys in your bedroom only rule. And now we are lucky enough to have an extra room that is just a playroom. And now it's a toys only in the playroom situation. I am definitely a person who gets stressed out by the clutter. So if my house, I get some comments about how people love how minimal my house is, and I love that because that is kind of my goal. Like I love the minimalness. I'm not like a super minimalist, but I'm not a maximal person. I'm closer to minimalist because it genuinely stresses me out to have clutter and mess all around. It just bugs me. I don't know why. I'm sure I'm not alone. Hopefully, I'm not alone in this, but I don't know. It just bugs me. So, yeah, having a toys only in one room, especially a room where I can just close the door and walk away and not have to see it all the time, it definitely helps just the speed of cleaning the rest of my house, but it also has a huge impact and help on my stress level because I'm stuck in this house all day. I want to enjoy my time here. So, yeah, I don't want to be looking at clutter and toys all day long. So anyway, hopefully that helps somebody. And now I am vacuuming the couch really well. Like I said, we have 2 dogs and my kids are just feral and everybody goes inside and outside all day. There's always crumbs, always dirt, always dog hair. I end up vacuuming basically every single day. It is what it is. It is the price of having kids and dogs. You're going to be vacuuming every day. So I vacuumed off the couch and reset all the pillows and everything. And now I'm giving the final spray down using the Miss Myers orange and clove scented room spray. This is my husband's favorite scent from Miss Myers. So that's always nice when I use that. And that is the living room done. That is all I had time for today. So thank you guys for cleaning along with me. And if you are still going, I have an entire playlist of cleaning motivation right here on the screen and always linked down below, as well as my other YouTube channel, my TikTok, and my Instagram if you want to follow me everywhere. And I will see you guys in another video very soon. Bye.